would tell him, you can't succeed in any field unless you know how to sell. That's the first thing I would tell him. And I believe sales skills should be a school subject for everybody. You know, if I'm wanting to go to the latest Arnold Schwarzenegger movie and my wife wants to go to the ballet, it's a sales job. I have to convince her that Arnold Schwarzenegger is a much better option than the ballet. So even at a basic family level, we are engaged in the process of selling all the time, whether we know it or not. You cannot succeed in business, in my opinion, unless you know how to sell. That's number one. Number two, to counsel the young Malcolm, employ an accountant way earlier than you did. So I've always kind of begrudged the overheads of a business, and I've used resources to drive the front end of the business, the sales end of the business. And I'm not naturally a salesperson, but I learned very early in my career, wow, you know, I remember coming back from my first sales call thinking, if my kid's next meal depends on my ability to sell, bearing in mind I'm a corporate retailer, depends on my ability to sell, I better bloody well learn how to do this fast. And that became the beginning of my insatiable journey to learn everything I could about selling, marketing, team building, etc. So that's where I directed all of my resources, to that side of the business. And hiring accountants and bookkeepers and these kind of people was always a begrudge spend for me. And so I didn't do it, and I didn't do it, and I didn't do it, and I didn't do it. And eventually you have to, if you're following the corporate life cycle, there's a time when you've got to put these structures and processes in place. And I did it way too late. I would have saved myself a lot of agony, I would have saved myself a lot of pain, and I would have saved myself a lot of money if I'd put the accounting structures in place a decade earlier than I did. So that's the two things I'd tell a young Malcolm. I'm not sure I would tell him about the pain that lies before him, because you know, if we knew the pain, we probably wouldn't take the journey. So I want to say, your journey is so hard. It's a hard road. It takes perseverance, it takes bloody-mindedness, it takes that's what it takes. It takes an F-you attitude. I'm not going to give up. However, the rewards, and I'm not talking about financial reward, the rewards are way worth the pain, the effort, and the agony. The rewards of building something, the rewards of the personal reward of building something, the personal reward of serving people, serving your staff, watching them grow, helping them grow, serving your clients, helping them to be more profitable. It is unbelievably fulfilling, hugely fulfilling. And if you do your job right and you're smart and you've got the right people around you, that's the other thing you have to have. You've got to put the right people around you, and they've got to be the people who challenge you, and they've got to be the people who can do what you're not so great at, right? So I'm a great believer that God created us interdependently, to be interdependent. So I've got certain gifts, but I'm not a complete entity. I need people who are good at this, people who are good at that, people who are good at the next thing, and together, think of a jigsaw puzzle, right? Any one piece of that puzzle, what the hell is it? It's just a squiggly piece of cardboard with some scratches on it. You need the next puzzle piece to link up with you to form the beautiful picture. So for me, that's business. If you try and do it on your own, you will probably fail. The statistics are the statistics. More than 3/4 of you are going to fail. So take 10 of your buddies who are just going into business, 7 to 8 of you are going to fail. 2, maybe 3 might succeed. That's the fact. That's the fact. So do you want to be one of the 3, or would you rather change the odds to say, let's figure this out so that only 3 fail and 7 succeed? Because you can change the odds. You change the odds by connectivity, you change the odds by being part of a learning circle, so that you don't have to make the same stuff up that I made. Let me explain to you, you can learn in 1 hour from me what might take you 5 years to learn by stumbling. And that's what Fix SA is all about. Let's build that business community to help that young guy or girl to be successful. Not, let's help people, show them how to start a business. you know, you must start your own business. What is your passion? But we can help you to navigate. We can help you to be successful.